taking on a team from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. I guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Boulder, Colorado, one of the most picturesque locations in the world, let alone for college football, and you will see plenty of Buffaloes roaming here. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Buffaloes will kick it off to get us underway. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Rocky Mountains provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, they ain't hard to find. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Hokies will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Horn. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Ready to fire from the pistol. He's going to pass. Makes the catch. It's Hunter. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10.
Well, there's no mystery. We're going to get one of our best players involved in the game on the first play of the game. Just throw it up and let him go make magic happen.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Wants to throw. It's Sanders. Quickly complete. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, what a move! Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Trying to get to it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
You know, this defense knew the offense was going to try to take shots vertically down the field and do it in a variety of ways. That time, they were able to defend the corner route and swat the ball down.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Wideout in motion. DB's right up on the receivers. He'll just keep slinging it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He'll start this drive firing. Caught behind the line. It's Tootin. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And the Hokies get enough for the 1st down.
That's a really good-looking run there. And you think about great Hokie running backs in recent years. David Wilson, Lee Suggs, Kevin Jones, they all have the ability to shake defenders and break ankles. This guy right now giving you some of those vibes with that last run. That was nice.
Gets away from one. He's got space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now, what opens up? Play action.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Looking to throw at Sanders. Throws to the tight end. Ball's out. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to call. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Out of the gun, the inside give. Here it is trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Into the end zone, and that pass intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know, if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Trying to get behind the defense. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Touchdown, Hokies. What a catch and run for 6.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
7, Colorado, 0.
They're lining up to boot it away.
Set to kick it off.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hold hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Trying to find his man on first down. Makes a catch at the 15. Touchdown, Colorado! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside the 15. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Takes the handoff. It's Tootin. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Drones. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes his connection. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Goes to the option. The pitch. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Ball in the air, intercepted. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Hokies. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
That makes the score Virginia Tech 21, Colorado.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
Quick strike complete. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Virginia Tech 21, Colorado 7.
And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Sanders. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
Just outside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll take a shot. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field,
He'll take a deep shot here. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on it, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
Fires to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Back to throw, it's Sanders. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
The snap sets up the throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. He wants to throw it. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Between the uprights, it's good. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the ball slipped out. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Using his legs, it's Tootin.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Looking downfield, it's Drones. Throws for the tight end. Got a wide open receiver. And more yards after contact. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Escapes the sack. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jennings. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line.
It's now second and goal.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Horn. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
The corners are walked up tight. To the air, it's Sanders. Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. to get another look at this Hokie offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make? Because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Dropping back, it's Drones. They're trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Hokies will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. On the return, it's Horn. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line.
Colorado Buffalo will take over 1st and 10.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense.
Gonna take a shot. Snags it down the right side. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
He wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Still on the 35-yard line after that incompletion. Here comes 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Sanders. Got it set up on the outside. Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit soon.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got it on the run. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working. That last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Motion from the offense. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Defense in press coverage. To the air. It's Sanders. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Bucks.
And I tell tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Running back searching for a hole. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. And the Buffaloes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Power football with the run. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Dropping back, it's Drones. Working that left side now. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And the Hokies are moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. If the Hokies can keep this up in the passing game, that'll make them touch that Hokie stone with a little more enthusiasm.
Yeah, it'll get them jacked up. It'll get them excited. A lot of times with Virginia Tech, man, we've seen it. It's the defense. It's the special teams. But when they can get that QB throwing the ball down the field and create some balance, it's when they have their best teams.
The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No sir, no mas, get it together.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, the ground game. Finds a crease at the 20. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Takes the handoff. It's Tootin. They knock him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line.
He's tackled at the 9-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Near the 4-yard line. 1st and goal. Virginia Tech.
The Hokies line it up with a 1st and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Jumped on top of the pile.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Football, you hit the turn quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs will make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The 12th play of this drive, the defense trying to dig in on 3rd and goal. Dropping back, it's Drones. Dances away. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. There have been mini-series, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy time and time again trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Horn. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. They're setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Looking to throw, it's Sanders. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. The Buffaloes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A strike downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. A first down run in the red zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. All right, let's get it. Right.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Virginia Tech 35, Colorado 24.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Let's go. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Barges ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Back to pass, it's Sanders. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that could be big as it draws them to within a field goal. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all three of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Jennings. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
They'll line up for a second down play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Looking to pass. It's Drones. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense is going to have more plays like that. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Got him downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. And he tries to wedge his way into the end zone, but the defense stands tall. No, they didn't. They got low and stopped him from making it in. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. If they can pick up a yard here on second down, that might put this one in the books. Looking downfield, it's Drones. Gets it out fast. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point is good.
42, Colorado, 32.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. If you had a DB on the bingo card for the first sack of the game, you win.
Man, and I've been here before, Reese. Like, I can hear the trash talk right now. Like, wait a minute. I got to cover everybody in the back end, and I'm going to get sacks? Like, hey, defensive line, you want to get me some sacks? Or I guess I'll do it myself.
He's taking a deep shot. Got his man all by himself. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. These corners backing off a bit. Going up top on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass, it's Sanders. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Oh, no, the ball popped out.
Great job by the defense ending this ball game. Don't give them any life. Great job forcing the fumble. You already got the lead. You take the ball back with a little bit of time. Nail meet coffin.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push and ball security, David. That's premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They give it to him again. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Now on the option. The offense coughs it up. after this, it'll be a wrap. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicated that these guys had a big hill to climb. But they climbed it, they got to the top, and they get a landmark win.
And we know coaching staffs always do a great job trying to motivate their own guys and get them ready to play a ranked opponent. But David, to me, it looked like this team just wanted it more. They came out, they were the more physical team, and they did what they had to do at the end of the day to get this win.
Yeah, and how do you gain respect? You want respect, you talk about our team's a really good team. You want to build on that? You beat good teams. That's what you do. You beat ranked teams that people think a lot of. This team pulls off the ranked upset, and guess what? Now what happens? You start to maybe find your team in the ranked spot.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Liberty Flames, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Texas State Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Will kick it away to start us off. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
And back to the air on second down. And the ball is intercepted. Looking for more room. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Liberty.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There's tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Using the quick game. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Back to throw, it's McLeod. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. He wants to throw it again. Picked off. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They go to the ground. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Offensive linemen love to run power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got the quick pass. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far.
Unleashes one deep. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Flames. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. Just about set to kick it away. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
It's caught downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has, how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Fox. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's McLeod. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Now on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw was underthrown, but we've seen bad decisions. Trying to force the football in places it just shouldn't go, and that's why he's already thrown multiple interceptions.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He's right on target. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, wants to throw. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Bringing it back. The 40. At the 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Liberty. How about that D coming up with a play like that? Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in the position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Looking to throw. Turns it loose. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
3rd down and 2. You know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big 1st down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge, where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Smashes through. And that spin move kept the play alive and let this guy pick up a few extra yards.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
And the Flames will have a 1st down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the 1st down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. got his man downfield. That's the kind of play. Get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Flames come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Looking for a man. It's Salter. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
Crosses the 30. He's got away. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Flames. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. He makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse. Time to take a shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Really nice job by the running back setting up that angle route. He's making it look like he's running to the flat, and then he puts his foot in the ground, cuts back across the defender's face, and makes himself an easy target for the quarterback.
Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. From the gun, running back gets to give. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Using his feet. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth-quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Bobcats are flying down the field. Back to throw, it's McLeod. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is is a career game for this linebacker. You don't see a lot of linebackers get 2 picks in a game, but this guy's done it. He's done an outstanding job in zone coverage and in man, and he's shown his coaching staff he's got pretty good ball skills, too.
Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs management. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And the pass hits, picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Gets it out quickly. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Bobcats moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's McLeod. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. A 3rd and long coming up here. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd down, going up top. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up for it.
It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. Makes a grab enough for the first. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And man, that play looked a little bit too easy. 4th down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Texas State, 7.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drop.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. This offense has a 2nd down play. Wide out in motion. To the air. It's Salter. Moving away from pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Slips away. Coming after him. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the tight end. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
Defense playing a bail technique. Fires to the middle. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The aerial assault continues. Snagged on the outside, it's Lee. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
Wants to throw. It's Salter. He looks that one in nicely. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very...
Touchdown, Liberty! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break. He wants to go deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Hey, listen, quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. It didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
To the air on 1st down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Flames. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. You can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. A little release to the back. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll ride his man on the option. At the 35, he's open. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Comes out throwing on first down. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. The Bobcats will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And here's the return. Fielded in the end zone. It's great. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Second and 10 here. They'll give it to the back. He breaks a tackle. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Open space at the 25. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
This quarterback doing a lot of good decision-making on that last play. First off, nice job extending, but then understanding what the coverage was, understanding nobody's open, and then going, hey, look, I can go get this myself, and finally, not only am I going to get this first down, I'm going to take care of myself, too. I'm going to slide. I practiced this all week. Little baseball slide action. We got a fresh head of hands.
Makes a catch and knocked down.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, Make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Complete downfield. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Liberty. And the beatdown has ensued.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. The back goes in motion. Off play action on first down. He had nowhere to go, no place to hide, and they'll knock him down for a loss of 9. So they'll try to make up some of that ground on second down from the 16. Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw, it's McLeod. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. And the Bobcats in the hurry up. They'll throw it on first down. Lets it fly. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve.
And the Flames.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Getting some heat. Caught over the middle. It's Jenkins. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
The give to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to the well. And the Flames will move the sticks with the first down.
So far, everything's just seemed to work for this offense when they've wanted to run the football. Regardless of what down and distance it is, they're able to get it done. Up front, getting a lot of push, and these backs are finding the holes.
The Flames getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Got his man quickly. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
When you're a defense, you have a choice. Do you play man or do you play zone? They sat back in zone. That might change. They might change their mind and try to switch to man here shortly in the future.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. From the red zone, looking for a space. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the catch down the right side. Running toward the tape. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7. The Bobcats want to crank the tempo. To the air, it's McLeod. Going for 6. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back to its own.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll try the run. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you hear it all the time. Coaches talk about it. Don't throw across your body. Don't throw across your body. These guys nowadays, they do it more and more because they're more athletic and they can change their arm angles all the time. But right there, it was an incompletion. It was an interception. So you might get like a little bit of a yell from your coaches, but nothing too big.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Going to the running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose the yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously have a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Scanning the field, it's Salter. Fires it incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That last score just a little icing on the cake in this one as they get set to kick it away again. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. gets the football back, and here comes the offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to...
And he intercepts it. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's just excellent cover. That cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Pocket starts to collapse. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. After misfiring, it's second down. They'll run play action. Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
They get to him as he throws. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Really nice third down sub defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
It is good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On the option. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
The score, Liberty 55, Texas State 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Now the play fake. Lets it fly. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. Running inside the 20. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Add them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Trying to get to him. Touchdown Flames! And the punishment has been extended.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Trying to find his man on first down. He lets it fly. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Keep up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this. lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
It's caught. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
The quick out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Flames are threatening in the red zone. Back to throw, it's Salter. Get it out on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Liberty! And the route is on.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns with him. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
Will take over first and 10.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And that pass picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You actually probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on third. Wide receiver coming across in motion. A run for the quarterback. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. It's incomplete, a fourth down stop, and the turnover on downs.
tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Got the first down, looking for more. And he's finally ushered out of bounds, but not before. He makes a good gain.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. They're trying to get to it. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it and still on his feet. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Looking downfield, it's Salter. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. These guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Unloads it left. And they can't make the connection.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
How about the hit on the tight end there? They knew they had to bring the lumber on the big fella to bring him down, and they just blew him up.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll go to the ground. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Tackled, but he has a first down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offensive first. Absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Throwing right.
And it's always interesting when you get into this garbage time, and if it really matters or if it doesn't. And depending on who you talk to, it matters. But that's a big passing play. They just needed a lot more of those in this football game so they could score some points, because this offense, it was a disappointing day.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in this score.
To the air, it's Salter. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
Right back to the well. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Reels it in down the left side. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the field.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent. Forget this day ever happened.
Dropping back, it's McLeod. Looking deep. And the ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. And here we go. Final play of the game right here.
42 Spider.
They'll throw it on first down. He's looking deep. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama, but there is a lot to fix. On offense, on defense, on special teams. And this team, David, they've got a lot to figure out.
Yeah, but you know what, Jesse? The coaches are going to be in a great mood. The bus rides, the plane rides, those will all be real fun. Practice this week, it's going to be a blast.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.